Hi there. Welcome to SoapBox episode 4, I think. 4. I just wanted to gripe about. I went to go see that new Superman movie, the Man of Steel, and I'd heard there was a lot of negative press as regards it. A lot of people didn't like it. Um, and some of the things they had to say about it, I looked at the reviews after the fact. Um, some of it I agree with, and some of it I don't. Overall, I think it was an enjoyable movie. I had a good time. There were some things that dragged on a little bit long, and I do agree with a lot of people that really it wasn't a Superman movie for the most part. Superman didn't act like Superman. He well, when they showed his flashbacks of his childhood, he seemed far more what we know of as the traditional Superman. Later on, in his adult life, Superman in this movie, in a way, acts what I think is a little bit more realistically, a little less idealistically. He he kind of has a disregard for human life, not quite so severe as his foes. But man, he just overlooks a lot of wanton destruction and off-screen death. The movie isn't particularly bloody. It's incredibly violent, but not particularly bloody. Um, and he just kind of is only half-assed paying attention, which in some ways I think is realistic because he's a fucking alien. But he's still just a dude. You know what I mean? He can only pay attention to so many things at once, and I think he's kind of torn, between his own people, what's left of him, and humanity. But that's not really what I wanted to gripe about. What I wanted to gripe about was when I was watching the movie, there seemed to me some kind of shoehorned in messages. Message in the movie. Specifically, there was a bunch of crap about, having faith and a lot of Christian stuff too. A lot of Christian imagery. Superman goes to church for guidance in what he should do. And there's a lot of little crucifixes and stuff, but I thought maybe it was just me. I thought, oh man, I look at so much damn atheist stuff that I'm seeing Christian propaganda everywhere I look. That's what I started to think. So I kind of overlooked it. And then there was also a very blatant couple of lines that were anti-evolution, and a couple of lines that were anti-transhuman. Anti-science, really. I think they were trying to set up Krypton as a cautionary tale against embracing the evolutionary process and transhumanism. But it kind of made sense for the plot. So I was like, okay, whatever. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it. Maybe I'm seeing things. But overall, I was enjoying the action and enjoying the way they explained Krypton and the way they explained Superman's youth and his interactions with his alien fellows as they come to the planet looking for him. So I tried to ignore that, the Christian subtext, especially some of the blatant stuff. You'll see if you see the movie. It's some of it is so obviously they're trying to equate Superman with Christ. But that's fine, whatever. I tried to overlook it. Overall, I enjoyed the movie. It wasn't the greatest Superman movie, but I didn't feel it was the worst. So I was like, whatever. But I come to find out after the fact, when I was reading reviews and watching reviews on YouTube, I saw a link to an article on CNN, and I'll put the link, I guess, here, so you can read the article too. It turns out that the Christian subtext was intentional. This movie, Under the Radar, is actually being marketed to churches as a Christian lesson. Can you believe that? That, to me, that is so bizarre. I mean, in a way, it's kind of cool because I don't think they realize that by associating Jesus with the Superman story, I think they're thinking, well, kids like Superman, so if they associate Superman with Jesus, they'll be more into Jesus. But I don't think that's what'll happen. What'll happen is, I think, kids will come to associate Superman and Jesus, or any whatever superhero type story, with the story of Jesus, and it'll all seem the same. They'll be like, well, Jesus is just another superhero story. Whatever. I like Spider-Man better. He's got a better costume. Jesus just runs around in a loincloth. You know what I mean? Like that sort of thing. I think it could greatly backfire on them. But the shocking thing really is that they're going that far, and that the studios are going along with it. I mean, I know they got to make their money, whatever. But I don't know. It really trips me out. It seems like a new low on their part. In the anti-evolution and anti-transhuman stuff, you might as well forget that. Your battle's lost, man. You might as well forget it. Technology and science, that's the closest we'll have to a salvation. That's what's gonna help humankind survive. I mean, that's what has helped humankind survive. I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't mean to ramble. I just wanted to point out, for those who had missed it, because I only stumbled upon it, the information that part of the reason why this new Man of Steel movie is subpar is because it's a Christian propaganda movie to an extent. But that does really greatly help explain Superman's disregard for human life, how easily he overlooks so much calamity and tragedy and focuses out on his own little personal dilemma. So yeah, I guess that's basically all I wanted to say. I'm sure I could ramble on about several other subjects right now, but I just want to make this short, and point out the Christian subtext in Man of Steel and how it helped ruin Man of Steel. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and please comment, or whatever, in the comment section, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.